my my camera stopped recording.
Of course, I still want to get money. I still want to get my career going. I still want friends. But now I know that is not really what is going to fix or get me out of feeling lost.
Hi guys, welcome back again to grownuspodcast. It's your host Jerry or Catherine. Yeah, and welcome to the 6th episode. Am I excited? Let's see. I'm feeling calm, which is crazy because a few minutes ago I was feeling very anxious. Like I wasn't supposed to record it right now. I was supposed to do it some other time, but I found the opportunity to do it right now, and so I'm doing it. A few minutes ago, I was really anxious. I was working on something else, and I was feeling really, really, really anxious. But as I'm sitting here right now, I'm feeling really, really, really calm. Which is strange. Calm is not a word I would use to describe myself most of the time. But I like this me. I like my calm version. And so this week again, I feel like I really enjoyed doing last week's episode. And I want to try that style before, I continue to get some lessons on different areas of life. So that I can make such videos on lessons learned, how-tos, blah blah blah. But I think I like I'm sorry about that dog. Bear with me, please. This is really the only time that I can get to myself in this house, and I don't like recording when there's people around because I'm not going to be fully myself, and I'm not going to give truths. I'm not going to give I'm not going to say things like I want to say them. I'm going to filter them a bit. So I think it just got quiet. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I really enjoyed doing last week's video, and I really, really enjoyed watching it. Yeah, so I was thinking I should do kind of the same style today and see how that goes. Let me know how you feel about this way of doing the podcast. So again, we're going to share I'm going to share some things that I've been thinking about lately and things that have been happening, and they've made me think about things, or just how I saw them, just how I thought about them. And the first thing is living your truth. So I've been thinking a lot about, because I've told myself that for a very long time that I want to be, what's the word that we are currently using? Authentic, right? I want to be authentically myself. I want to produce content that is authentic. I just want to be authentic. Like, I want to be myself, and I want to be fully who I am. And I was just thinking, how the hell do I do that? Because as a human being, as soon as you're born, you begin absorbing stuff from around the world, from your parents, from the societal standards, from everything, right? And yeah, so I've been thinking about. I'm a bit distracted. I'm sorry. I think someone's coming. Yeah, someone's definitely coming. Give me a minute. I'm back. What was I saying? Yeah, I think as soon as you're born, you begin absorbing things, and you're told children are very curious, right? And you begin being curious about certain things, and you're either told, don't do this, do this. This is good, this is bad. And you kind of develop your versions of truths and systems and all of that, and you become that. So I've been thinking, what is being authentically yourself? How do you live in your truth? And as much as I think we as human beings, we have absorbed a lot of things from everywhere, from our parents, from people around us, from the media we consume, all of that. I believe that as you grow and you become an adult, you have kind of formed your own versions of what you believe to be true and what you don't believe to be true, right? And so, in line with that, you can at least try and be authentically yourself, in line with your beliefs and your truths. And so, as I was thinking about that, I have, listened to people, read some stuff, and I have come to a conclusion that for me to be authentically myself, for me to live in my truth, I just have to really sit and really feel, and don't try to like filter or like lie to myself about what is really happening or what I'm really doing or saying. I just have to sit with what I'm saying before I say it and ask myself if this is really true to me, or if I want to do something, I want to say something, I want to, yeah, I just need to sit with myself and ask myself whether or not this is true to me. Is this really what I believe to be true? Or am I just doing this to impress someone? Am I just doing this to boost my ego? Am I just saying this to, I don't know, impress people? Yeah, and I guess that is really what it means to be true to yourself, to be authentic to who you are. You, in short, it's what you believe to be true, what you think to be true, should match with what you're saying and what you are doing. I think that is really what it means to be authentic or to live your truth. And then the second thing is that I went to visit a friend this last week. Yeah, I went to visit a friend last week and we spoke for almost the entire day. And before I went there, I was just like thinking to myself, I like to hold myself in the house and just like never leave the house unless I have to. Like I have to run errands or, just do things that I have to. Otherwise, I just like staying in the house and just like not being around people. And it's not the best thing to do. It's not best character, I guess, because it's good to be around people. It's good to be with people. And I think I do that out of fear that because I'm going to go out there, I'm going to be around people and speak to people, and I'm going to come back to the house and be angry at myself for either not being true to myself, betraying who I am, or I'm going to be angry for what I said, or like how I cheated someone, or I'm just going to overthink things, right? But then again, how will I ever know how to be with people, interact with people, unless I go out there and like be with people, right? So this day I decided I was going to visit a friend, someone I had not seen in a long time, but someone I thought I could at least try and manage to be around them for a few hours. Well, I came back and of course I had those thoughts about, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have shared this, I should just kept this to myself, blah blah blah. But it is what it is. We do it, we learn, we move, we grow. But something I want to share that I spoke to her about, something that I learned from her. I never thought that I am a fearful person. I didn't think I was until I talked to her and we were just speaking about life in general and like opportunities presenting themselves and how we got to where we are. And I was I was updating her on what my life looks like up to now. And so I was talking to her about my almost last job, my second last job. And well, she's she's saying all these nice things about me. It usually feels very, how do I say it? Strange to hear people talk about you and they're saying all these nice things, all these things that you are good at. It feels very different coming from other people. I don't know if it's that I don't believe them to be true or I, I'm not sure. I should probably think about that, meditate on that a bit and figure that out. But she's saying all these things that, you're good at this, you're good at this. I believe that with everything that you have, you you're not really where you shouldn't be where you are at in life. And I was just thinking, what? But there's lots of people out there with, skills and they're really good at stuff. And I think they are almost in the same situation as me, or maybe worse. I don't know. But yeah, so she told me to tell her about that place that I was at because it was a really nice company and all of that. So I told her about it, and then she was able to point out various chances or opportunities that I should have used to stay there or like negotiate a better deal for myself. And so she was asking me, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you think of doing this? And I thought about it and I realized that it was fear. I felt like reflecting on it a bit. I had a lot of problems being at the company because I didn't feel like I fit in, only because it felt like it was too big for me. It felt like I wasn't sure I deserved to be there. Oh my god, it feels like I shouldn't be saying this. But I'm not sure if it's that I didn't feel like I deserved to be there, but it felt like it was too big for me. It felt like it was too cool for me. And as soon as the contract ended, I had the chance to go back and ask them to extend it or like renew it. And I just did not do it because I was afraid that I was going to be rejected, or I was afraid that I wasn't particularly good at what I was doing. And yeah, so she's telling me that. So, in short, what I learned from her is that when opportunities present themselves to you, whether or not you feel ready for them, you should she said that you don't have to, from her perspective, what she said she does is that she goes to places and she just moves with truths or things that she knows to be true to her. So she knows she's good at this, she knows she's not good at this. So she's going to approach people, approach companies, and tell them, I can do this, I can do this. And when they ask about things that she can't do, she just moves with truths. And or when they offer them, or when they offer her something that she's not willing to take, she's just going to move with truth and just say, this is what I can take, this is what I can't take, this is what I can do, and this is what I cannot do, this is what I will accept, and this is what I will not accept. And as much as I understand that this is what I'm supposed to do, when I get to such a position, I don't know exactly how to do it. And I realized that I do this out of fear. Yeah. And so she told me that she personally believes that fear does not come from the good side. Oh my god, I'm blanking out. Is that hard? She believes that it comes from a dark place within us. Yeah, but from what I know is that when you're fearful about something, or when you fear something, you it's out of instinct, I guess, and it's just you trying to protect yourself from things you believe to be danger, right? So, for instance, in my situation, I was afraid of being rejected, and I was afraid that I was going to confirm that I wasn't really good at what I was doing. And I just decided that it is better for me to just, live without being told no. And I hear people say, she was actually one of the people that say this, the worst thing that people can say when you ask is no. But sometimes hearing that no is actually the worst thing that you can hear. And I'm not exactly sure I am willing to hear it. But I guess when you re-evaluate your beliefs and your life, you're going to realize that there are actually worse things than hearing no. But your brain has somehow convinced you that hearing that no is going to kill you. And getting rejection might kill you, but I don't think we can be able to move through life without facing rejection. It's part of life, and we have to know how to hear it and understand it and move with it. Yeah. The other thing that I want to share, I want to talk about is this is actually kind of an update. I don't feel so lost anymore. And when I try to think about what the difference between the me that felt so lost and me right now, it's not that I've gotten a job. It's not that my career has started moving towards the direction that I thought moving towards would make me feel not so lost anymore. I don't know what the difference is. It's not that I'm working out more. It's not that I'm reading more. I'm actually doing so much less than I was doing when I felt very, very, very lost. But I think the difference is that I feel like I'm a bit more conscious about who I am and what I'm doing. Because when I think about most of my life, when I think about me in uni or me in high school, in primary school, it feels I can't really point out um memories that I would really, really love to go back to. Like they all feel so it feels like I was on autopilot. It feels like I was just moving and I wasn't really conscious about what exactly was happening around me. And yeah, I think right now I'm a bit more conscious because um I never could understand when you walk out and then you get back. Let's say you're walking with a friend out and you get back to the house and they're telling you about this person they saw, this person you guys saw, or this person you guys met. And I didn't know about this until I was in uni, and I could never actually remember what exactly was going on around me. I don't know why exactly my I don't know, but if it just feels like for most of my life I've just been living very unconsciously. It feels like I was not really there. I was there, but I was not really there because I can't quite recall details about things that are happening. But I'm glad that right now, I don't know if my memory has improved, but I feel like I feel a bit more alive. I feel a bit more present. Present is the word. I feel more present with what is going on in my life, with people that are around me, with the things that are going on. And that feels good because it has, I no longer react so much to things. I find the time to sit with things and respond later. Not always, but yeah. Yeah. And it feels good actually. It feels so much better. I don't feel lost. And I'm really happy about that. Yeah, and I don't know. I hope that anyone who feels lost right now, they can somehow find their way back to themselves. And what I can tell you is that whatever you think will get you out of feeling lost, whether you think it's getting money or getting your career back on track or getting into a relationship or getting friends. Because do you know what? I I don't know if I've lost them. I don't know if I've lost friends, but I feel like I have lost touch with most of my friends during this period that I was feeling very, very lost and very, very depressed. And what my mind had convinced me is that, don't get emotional, Catherine. What my mind had convinced me is that nobody was going to understand. Or I would share something with someone and I wouldn't get the response that I wanted or the response that I was expecting. And my mind translated that to, they don't understand, they never will understand. So it's better if I just, like, sit with my issues and just don't share anything with anyone. And that translated to me distancing myself from my friends or people I used to speak to, people I used to hang out around, and I just like completely isolated myself. I don't know if it was for the best. I actually think it was, because when you isolate yourself, don't I don't know how to explain this. But this is how it worked for me. I know for some people isolation doesn't really work, but for me, isolating myself, it worked because it forced me to deal with my issues. It forced me to face myself, and it forced me to think for myself, do things for myself. And before making a decision about things, I didn't really have anyone to like call and talk about it with them so that they can help me make a decision. And yeah, it forced me to sit and self reflect, meditate about things, and I think it has made me a better person. I think it would probably make me a better friend. So now that I'm feeling a bit better, I guess it's time for me to go out there and find friends or reconnect with old friends. Um, yeah. My God, I can't believe oh no. I can't believe I used to feel like the world, like I didn't think there was a way out of however I was feeling. I didn't think that I was going to get out of the position that I was in. And I just thought that, my life is over and nothing's going to fix this and I'm just going to die. Or I used to always say that I want to run away to the forest and live there with trees and animals. Yeah, because I just felt like I couldn't handle any relationship that I was in, not family, not friends, not romantic relationships. I just felt like this is all too much and I can't be bothered. I've tried, I've done my best, and right now I'm so tired. I literally cannot be bothered. I just want to live with trees and animals because they won't, there are no expectations. My God, was I afraid of expectations? But yeah, so to anyone that is feeling lost right now, I promise you that, of course, I still want to get money. I still want to get my career going. I still want friends. But now I know that is not really what is going to fix or get me out of feeling lost. How you can fix feeling lost is by facing yourself and yeah, dealing with your issues, really getting I know you are in a dark place, but what's going to get you back into the light is, yeah, getting really deep into that darkness and finding a way to be kind to yourself in that dark place, finding a way to have a bit of joy even in that dark place, and somehow you will find your way out. I promise. At least that's how it worked for me. And yeah, I hope that it could work for you too. And I am sending you like a lot of love and my my camera stopped recording. So let's finish this. So saying what was I saying? Yeah, if you feel lost and you feel like there's no way out, you probably see there's a way out. And I don't know how hard this might be for different people, but in my experience, the only way out is by facing yourself. And yeah, facing yourself is really it. And so I'm sending you all of my love, and I hope it gets better. I hope it gets better soon. And I hope you find a way out real soon. Yeah, so that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We were a bit, calm today. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, subscribe. If you're listening on any podcast platform, please leave a review. 5-star is preferable. And follow on any of the podcast platforms that you are listening on. It would really, really, really help me. And it's when I see a review, when I see a response on the questions that I put on Spotify, or when I see the likes and the comments, it really encourages me to do this more, and it affirms my decision to choose to do this again each week. Yeah, also share with a friend who or anyone that you think might need this. And if you don't know that if there's anyone that needs this, you can just post this on your story or on your status. You don't know who might need it. And yeah, that would help me and should probably help someone else out there. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, if you have anything to say about this episode or to share, if you like you want to tell someone, you can always let me know. You can send a voice note on. There's a podcast platform that lets people send voice notes, and I'll receive that and I'll listen to it and I'll send a response. If you can't do that, leave a comment. If you can't do that, send me a DM on Instagram at grownuspodcast and follow us there as well as on TikTok. And yeah, that's it. You'll find the links in the description. And I hope you have a good day. And yeah, enjoy your days until I see you again. Bye.